Hello survivors, and welcome to another video. In today's video we're going to be looking at the most efficient way to farm seeds. Now in order to do this you need at least 50 leaves, and the reason for that is because we are going to be, well, let's just remove everything that I've got on here first. And we're going to look at what is the most important thing to be able, I could just reset it over there. So the first things first is we are going to need the Ascension Shrine. So you are going to need 5 leaves for that. The next thing you're going to need is this entire tree line over here under Exploration. The most important thing is going to be the 5 seed drop, and then also the seed gatherer. Now obviously you need 50 leaves unlocked before you can even get gatherer, so keep that in mind as well. I do like to have the map. It is not necessary, so I mean you're looking at 3, how many is that, 3, 8 and so 15 extra leaves over there. But again, you don't need to have the map, so you don't need those 15 leaves. And then I like to have a few little upgrades in these 2 skill trees over here, in the money and the level ups. Sorry, I did the wrong way around. It's in the money and in the level ups. It just helps with getting your build started in the beginning of the game, and then obviously having 20 gold for your free Noki relic realm in the beginning as well, or after you've defeated the first boss. Having 20 extra gold on you is definitely helpful. Then I like to go for this tree over here just for the little bit of extra healing, but we are going to be playing on Helga, so we don't actually need it, so we can take it, but you don't need to go that route. It's not necessary. And then I'll just take 10% XP and a little bit more traction. You don't need the traction because you got seed gatherer. This just helps you level up faster. So this is my tree. This is what I like to run currently, and this will get you over 100 seeds per run. Obviously the more you then put into the tree, the more you're going to be able to get out of it. So the more leaves you have, the more you can put into the tree and the more damage you're going to be doing. So even after this, if you didn't want the map, you can put everything into the damage, because obviously the more you kill things, the more seeds you're going to get. So that is the plan. The plan is to kill things as fast as possible, and that is why we're using Helga currently. She's probably the best character to do this on. If not, if you don't like Helga, then you're going to do it on Thara, and I can show you a build tomorrow for Thara that will be just as good. Also 100 seeds per run to get on her. But we're going to do it on Thara because she's currently broken with her ultimate. You're starting off with the tarot cards, not the actual deck. And then we go and you play on expert mode. So that gives you 120%. So we unlock 200% increased seed drop rate. And then like I said before, because we went for the level, the extra levels in the beginning, we're going to be taking those. So we've got projectiles and crit, that's fine, but we want to focus on damage. We need a lot of damage, so we need to make sure there's 1 or 2 times where you don't have to really worry about the damage in the beginning with the white upgrades, but when it goes to blues, purples and orange, you want to make sure that all of them have at least a damage roll in there, because you are going to be needing as much damage as possible. And you don't always want to have to necessarily rely on her ulti, because you can't, the 30 seconds that the ulti might be down, you're going to be struggling to kill things and possibly die. Now, along with having the cards, you also need to have a second skill as a support, because, well, you know, there is a downtime. So the second skill is going to be the owl called Air, the blue owl, this one over here, and that owl is just really strong as well. Although both are strong, I haven't really done a lot of testing with the second one. I felt he was a little bit lackluster compared to the Air. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, because, you know, that's not part of my mythological background, you know. Alright, so damage, if you can kill these elites very quickly, that's great, but we've got 6 level up, so let's go. Again, we don't want cooldown, we don't want anything but damage now, so we will use rerolls. If you want it on the tree, you can even go for free rerolls in your skills. It is probably worth the seed, the leaf or two to grab that. Now, there are different options. You can go with Helga. They are very they're very opinion based. It depends on how you want to play her, so that's really cool. But I like to get the healing every 60 seconds because I'm not likely, I'm likely to actually walk into things because that's just how I play. So we will end up taking that, but that's for an upgrade a little further on. So here we go, we got damage, and then damage and attack speed as well. And then we're going to take Shuffler. We're going to land up taking Magnified Card as well, but we're going to start off with Shuffler because that just helps us deal damage in front and behind of us. And now we are going to rush to our perfect concoction. So we're going to try and get 12, I think it was 13 skill points. And then we rush to the ultimate ability because that's going to help us just get more damage and kill things quicker. Because again, the quicker we kill things, the more seeds we can get. Alright, so we don't really need to look... Relics aren't that important. Obviously, if you get relics that give you damage, then go for it, but you don't really need to have anything else. You can just have what you've got on you. The best relic would probably be Astrid Orb, the Twin Blade. What other relics are there? Astrid Orb, Manny's Bow, the Twin Blade for damage. You can even get the crystal ones that give you more damage. There are a lot of damage relics. And getting the damage ones are the ones that are going to help you get the most seeds. But because relics are RNG, this is pretty much showing you what you can get when you don't have that decent RNG. So hopefully I don't get decent relics. I mean, so far my gold relics aren't that great. The one's Life and the other's a tonic. So we'll see. Grab ourselves the damage because again, this is what this is all about, dealing the most amount of damage. We're going to go take a look quickly at what these shrines over here give us for killing enemies. And again, we are fine to just stand still and kill things. So this one is a good one, especially for being low life. Unfortunately, we're never going to be low life, so not really a good relic for Helga, but a good relic nonetheless. We're looking for the Rainbow Crystal. That's the one that when you have one blue heart, you have 35% increased damage. This one gives you increased damage if you have one red heart left, I believe. So, you know, not the best relic, but well, for Helga, but it is a very good relic, especially in clutch moments. Alright, so we nearly got enough for her ulti. You do want to try and get as much XP as possible, as soon as possible, because the way her ulti works is as soon as you use it, it doesn't go on cooldown. It only goes on cooldown as soon as the duration is finished, and also it stacks damage and different stats. So the more you use it, the better the stacks are going to be, and the more damage you're going to have later on when it counts. So seeds don't really drop as often in the very beginning until after the scavenger rat, but you still get, as you can see, I'm already on 13, and that's definitely to show from the 200 extra % that we've got on our character. So we go for the XP here, and then we go and we grab that, and we use it right away. You're going to use your ulti off cooldown as soon as possible. So keep looking in the corner to see if it is off cooldown. If it is, you're going to use it right away. You want to stack that ulti up as much as possible. And we're also going to max it out now. So we need 17 skill points. Yes, we do. But we're going to go and grab ourselves this first. The warm brew. Okay, let's grab warm brew. Just so I can heal, so if I take damage it's not such a big deal. And then, you know, we don't really need the palm cone so much, it's not that important. We're going to go hunting for gold because relics are going to help us, so the more gold we have, the more we can buy. I also don't recall picking up the free relic. We can grab this one for more life, that's fine. 5 gold is worth it for an extra heart. The ulti came up, so we use it. And we're just going to go see what the other 2 relics... Okay, this one's worth losing a heart over, but let's just see if we can get our heal back. And then we will have a look at that. Okay, there we go, we got healed. Get our heal back, I meant to get healed. So we got more hearts. The other thing with Helga is the more hearts that you have, the more damage she deals because of her passive currently this week. So you do want to try and get those health relics if possible. So I've just been slightly lucky and we've had them show up quite a bit for us already. So that's really cool. Okay, we still don't have the free relic unlocked. So we need to go take a look at what that could be. Alright, let's go. Lower cooldown now on the ulti. Oh, look at that. We are so lucky. Wow. Okay, so we actually got quite a lot of health relics there, so that is fantastic. I'm not complaining. I think we got very lucky here, and it's going to help us to hit a lot of seeds later on. Okay, we need 7 more levels. We need 10 skill points, and Helga's going to be one of the only characters in the game where you can focus on leveling the ultimate. All the other characters, unless you're doing something specific with that ultimate, I wouldn't say level them or even get them. Obviously damage wise the ultis are very, very strong, so they're still worth getting, but compared to Helga it's just not the same. So we're going to use this now. I like to keep it in my pocket for the very end, because as soon as you kill the boss and come into Noki's realm, you unfortunately don't have any of the level ups sitting there waiting for you anymore. So now we're going to level up Air, again support character, so we don't really have to worry about anything there too much, and we are going to grab the magnified cards as the Ascension. We're then going to grab more hearts. Oh, so good. Astrid Orb, very good as well. The nice thing about grabbing these 2 birds is, as you can see, they break the chests. So let's grab these. There we go. And we're actually going to grab that green tonic because that's another heart, and that means more damage. So there we go. We still got 7 gold, but I'll just heal with it. Alright, this has been a very, very good run, everyone. We've got Manny's bow, we've got Astrid's orb, both extremely strong skills, or relics in this case, and it's just going to become insane for us. Alright, we can actually heal. It's a bit of a waste, but I don't need that. It's really not going to do anything for us anyway. And now we're just going to run around and collect gold and get some seeds. So we're just going to keep using the ultimate, and we're going to farm up all of our seeds starting from now. We can get the relics a bit later, but right now that's not really that important. There was no other relic that was a must-have, so we don't really have to worry about them. I do not have the attraction fossil, so we are going to be looking out for the ring that gives us the, like I used before the other boss, to vacuum all the XP onto us, because obviously the more levels, the more damage. Alright, so we're just gonna keep spamming our ulti and running around and getting as much gold and as many seeds as possible. I think if we can get to like, maybe 60 before the next boss, that would be a decent amount. Obviously the more the merrier, but let's aim for 60. And see where that takes us. Getting chests is also very good. You want to try and get damage out of them. Unfortunately for us, we'll end up getting Book of Stars upgrades, which is terrible. Sometimes it's worth a reroll. Let's have a look. So we actually got an extra projectile for Manny's bow. So that's actually a pretty good one. Even for the birds, the air. I don't know, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Okay, again, use ulti as often as possible. And you want to keep your heart containers. And because I've got a green and a blue heart container on the character, I need to try my hardest not to take any damage for it now. So I also see there is another vacuum on the map, so we're going to grab that one and use the one that we currently have, just for extra levels. And keep farming. And there I was being silly, and we just lost one of our hearts. So that's 2% damage gone, 2.5% damage gone, which is very sad. And I forgot to use my ulti as well. I think that's even more sad. But you can keep hearing the noise of the seeds dropping and being collected. So at least you know you are collecting quite a few seeds. And we've got 10 points, so let's go and put them into our birds. We are going to ascend this bird as well, so keep that in mind. 5 more levels. We did get quite a lot of upgrades in damage for it as well, which is fantastic. And once you ascend them, you know, they are very, very good defensively as well. Right. So coming from the second realm, when it does actually happen, the best relic we could grab would be Gnocchi. I mean, not Gnocchi, Greed. If we landed up getting Greed, we wouldn't pick up any other relics, and we would just focus on getting as much gold as possible. We're going to get some upgrades in Astrid's Orb. We are going to be leveling it. It is such a strong relic. So definitely something we want to grab and level. But we do need more XP. We need more levels. Alright, 4 seconds and we can guarantee everything around us is gonna die. There we go. Get another chest. There is another chest on the floor as well. We can increase the bird's damage, why not? Let's see what else we've got here. Projectiles for the cards? Nah, we're gonna go damage. The more damage, the more seeds. Okay, we get another heart container here, luckily. But one hit and it's gone. And I see there's a lot of gold on the map that I've just... I was looking at the map and not where I was actually going, and we landed up getting losing a heart container. That's just fantastic. We nearly have the next boss fight. Let's just use this. I do want to try and get to my gold because we need as much as possible. So that's where we're going now. We don't have to worry about level ups because we're just going to use the ring, which, as you can see, destroys our frames when you have so many XP orbs on the floor. We're not going to worry too much about the boss just yet. We want to collect as much gold as possible without getting hit by him. So there we go. They did change it. You don't get gold dropped anymore while you have a boss up. So now we can worry about killing him. But we will do that in 2 seconds. There we go. Time for him to die. Alright, perfect. Use that to get any extra XP that was laying on the floor. Grab this, grab that. We're going to grab Twin Blade for 35% extra damage. Oh, 50% extra damage, sorry. And then we are going to grab you. We're going to go Flying Spiral. She doesn't get any damage necessarily from this. So we are going to then focus on Asteroid Orb and Manny's Bow. We're just going to level... Oh, okay, we can at least get 1 into damage there. Thank you. Obviously, the more into damage you take them, the more they're going to deal. So we are going to use a bit of skill points there. That's perfectly fine with me. We're going to grab the stone here because that's just more damage. And luckily the little birds or the owls break all the crates. So that helps us with that. So grab more stats there with the lucky mushroom. Grab more life over here. And we can actually grab this potion over there for nether heart. And off our way we go. We're actually on 81 seeds already. So that is a huge amount for us. And we are not even finished the run just yet. So again, like I said in the beginning, this is exactly how you can get yourself over 100 seeds every single run. And it doesn't have to go this way. I think even if you just have to focus on your ulti and on the damage of your first skill. So of the cards being thrown. And then you will more than likely get the same amount of seeds every time. So let's go for damage, and we're going to again just focus on running around. We don't even need to run around, we could actually stand still now. It doesn't help us getting any gold or anything like that. It does help us get that one potion that was 15 gold though, so we're going to go grab that. We didn't get greed, so we don't have to hoard the gold, we don't have to pick up any gold either. But we do need levels. And I do see quite a lot of chests sitting all over the place. So let's go pick up those as well. And we'll go from there. So we'll go for a projectile on Asteroid's Orb because that means more damage. Although crit on Manny's Bow also means more damage. But I don't think we had a lot of crit to start off with on the bow anyway. So okay, I'm sure we're going to get a 5% damage boost here. Or 2.5%. That's okay, it's still damage. Pop the ultimate. Grab this damage tonic. 20% damage but minus movement speed. Who needs movement speed when you can kill everything around you very quickly? And as you can see, as soon as something is alive, it dies. And that's mostly because of the ultimate, but that's okay. I don't think anything's going to get close to us. We just have to worry about AoEs. So we'll level that up again. And now I want some movement speed, but she doesn't have it. So we'll focus on a bit of attack speed and area or cooldown. Let's just area and attack speed. Attack speed works for Manny's bow and the cards anyway, so we'll focus on that. And we can just stand still here. We've got everything we want, and now we're just going to be farming seeds. So we can chill. Let's have a look. What do we get? Damage. It's going to be quite a struggle to kill things over here. Very difficult for something to come into the center for our little pine cone. Although I don't actually want the pine cone. Oh, I landed up getting the pine cone anyway, it would seem. Oh well, that's okay. It's not really much of an issue. What would be really nice is to grab myself one of the vacuums again, but I don't see any on the map. Not that I can really see much on the map anyway. But it would have been nice to have had an extra one, just so that we can get all this juicy XP that's sitting on the floor here. Because again, even if we get more area, that means more things are going to die around us. There's just way too much of everything on the screen right now. Alright, let's see what we can get just before we fight this dude. I think we'll go for attack speed. It's a pity that I think we used our ulti before the fight, so we're going to have to wait a little bit of time just before we fight him. It would have been nice if the cooldown could have started already just before the fight or something like that. Oh, never mind. We don't have to worry about him. Look how big those astrid orbs were. Yeah, as soon as he goes to second phase, he'll probably instantly die. Well, not instantly die. I don't think you can skip the second phase, but... there you go. It instantly went to his next phase. But I think just before... okay, I can't actually see what's happening right now. Oh man, that's insane. Oh, he died. That was very anticlimactic. Alright, so we landed up getting 141 seeds. And it was really easy. The boss died without me even realizing it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I did want to look at what our ultimate stats were before, but I didn't realize he was out of his stage and died. But it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe down below. And always remember, keep safe survivors. Until next time, cheers.